What if I told you that one of the richest temples in the world exists because God himself once took a loan and is still repaying it to this very day?
This is the story of Lord Venkateswara.
Long ago, in the sacred hills of Tirumala, when the world was heavy with chaos, Lord Vishnu chose to descend to earth, not as a distant deity, but as a living presence. He took the form of Srinivasa, not in a palace, not in glory, but in exile. Why? Because even gods are not untouched by destiny.
Srinivasa wandered through dense forests, his divine aura hidden beneath human form. And then, one moment changed everything. He saw her, Padmavati, a princess radiant like the first light of dawn, her presence so pure that even the wind seemed to pause. And in that instant, God fell in love.
Yes, even the Supreme Being felt longing. But love, as you know, is never simple. Padmavati was no ordinary woman. She was destined, protected, surrounded by royal honor and earthly boundaries. And Srinivasa, he had no kingdom, no riches, no identity, just love. Tell me, what would you do if you were God, but had nothing to offer the one you loved?
Srinivasa approached King Akasha Raja with humility, with truth, with devotion. I wish to marry your daughter. The king saw something unusual, something powerful, something beyond explanation. But tradition demanded more. A royal wedding required wealth, gold, jewels, grandeur, and Srinivasa, he had none. For the first time, the divine stood before a problem that could not be solved with power. Because this was not a battle, it was life. And life follows rules.
And so, something unimaginable happened. Lord Srinivasa went to Kubera, the treasurer of the gods, the guardian of wealth, and he asked for a loan.
Yes, God borrowed money. A massive sum, enough to conduct a wedding so grand that even the heavens would watch in awe. But this was no ordinary loan. It came with a promise, a vow. I will repay every single coin with interest until the end of time. And Kubera agreed. And then the wedding happened. Not just a wedding, a cosmic celebration. The skies lit up with celestial beings. The earth trembled with divine presence. Gods, sages, and spirits gathered to witness it. Padmavati, glowing like the moon itself. Srinivasa, radiant beyond imagination. And as they stood together, it wasn't just a union of two souls. It was destiny fulfilled. But hidden beneath the beauty was a debt, a sacred debt, a promise that would echo through centuries. Because from that day forward, Lord Venkateswara, the form Srinivasa took, remained on earth, not just as a deity, but as a debtor.
And now, think about this. Every offering made at Tirupati, every coin dropped into the Hundi, every prayer whispered with devotion is not just an offering. It is a contribution to repay that divine loan. Millions, billions, over centuries. And yet, the debt remains. Why? Because this is not about money. It never was.
This story isn't just about a wedding. It's about something deeper. It's about love that demands sacrifice. It's about responsibility that even God does not escape. It's about karma, the universal law that binds everyone.
even him. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this story still lives. Because it reminds you that no matter how powerful you are, no matter how high you rise, promises matter, actions matter, and debts, whether of money, love or duty, must always be honored.
And somewhere on the sacred hills of Tirumala, Lord Venkateswara still stands, waiting, watching, and quietly repaying a promise that will never truly end.